In this video, we're going to talk about how to evaluate functions. Evaluating a function means that you are given a value for the variable that you will replace and then find the y value. So in this example, it says if f of x is equal to 3x plus 4 divided by 2, then f of 8 is, and the way to solve this is just go ahead and rewrite what your equation is. And just as a reminder here, in case you forget, when it says f of x, this is y, and then this value inside is your x. So here, when they say we have f of 8, what we're going to do is replace the x value with 8. And so I'm going to go ahead and write it out here so you can see. And notice when I replace that variable, I'm keeping it in parentheses, and I'm not changing anything else. So here I have 3 times 8. That's what the numbers touching the parentheses means to multiply, in case you forget. So this is 3 times 8 plus 4 divided by 2. So I'm going to simplify one step at a time. That means I have 24 plus 4 divided by 2, which is 28 divided by 2. And again, I kind of just did this all of the way out. My answer is 16. So I can tell I have my answer choice right here. All I did was I put this in, I substituted my 8, I solved every other step after that, and I got my answer of 16. Okay, take a moment to get these notes down. Make sure that as you replace, that's what substituting means, as you replace the x with your number, you are using parentheses. That's especially important when you have negatives involved. And now let's go ahead and take a look at example number 2. So example 2 here says, given f of x is equal to negative 3x squared plus 10, what is the value of f of negative 2? So I'm going to do the same thing here, where I'm going to write down our original equation again. So f of x is equal to negative 3x squared plus 10. And it asks us to find what is the value of f of negative 2. So in this case, I like writing it out this way because I think it really shows you that the x is being replaced by negative 2. Something that's very important for us to note here is this element that says negative 3x squared. If you write it out, this is negative 3 times x squared. So that x squared, the square, goes only to the x. It doesn't go to that negative 3. So when I write this out, I'm going to write it out as negative 3, and I'm going to put in parentheses negative 2 squared. I'm going to keep that all together so I don't forget that I'm not multiplying by the negative 3 first. And now I'll bring everything else down the same. I have plus 10. So here I now have negative 3, and then in parentheses negative 2 squared is negative 2 times negative 2. Again, if you need that, I'm just going to write it out here, negative 2 times negative 2, and that's a positive 4. So I'll keep that here in parentheses, plus 10. I'm bringing every other piece down the same, and I have negative 3 times 4 is negative 12, plus 10. Negative 12 plus 10 is negative 2, and I notice that's my answer choice right here. So the biggest thing here is to make sure that you're looking at this negative 3x squared and making sure that you don't multiply the negative 3 times the negative 2 first. Okay, use these notes to try out the other practice problems yourself. You can always come back to this video if you get stuck.